Alright everyone, you may have noticed you may have gotten an email from YouTube actually yesterday saying that there are a few changes to their TOS, and for the most part it's like humdrum, nobody cares. But there was one interesting one. I'm actually going to read it verbatim here, what this particular section says, because it's so nutty, and I'm going to try to explain why. For those of you not aware of maybe what happened with Adpocalypse and the obvious reasoning behind that, this will become amusing. New in YouTube TOS, YouTube has the right to monetize all content on the platform, and ads may appear on videos from channels not in the partner program. Now this is very interesting because you may have remembered, if you've been on the platform since, what was it, 2016 or 17, you may have noticed something called Adpocalypse. Adpocalypse was essentially YouTube began stripping monetization abilities off of videos, even from the largest partners. So even like someone like PewDiePie would have limited or no ads on certain videos. And at the time, what I said was it was quite clear why this was happening, which is you had too many users getting ads put on their videos. And so YouTube had to prioritize certain people over others. There weren't enough ads to go around. So let's say that you have $1 million worth of ads, and you have 10 billion videos uploaded in that same period. Even if a small proportion of those videos are monetized, they're only going to get a few cents a piece because the number of ads that will actually be served to the video will be very, very limited. So what you do is you limit the ads, or you take ads off of most of the videos, even from people in the partner program, in order to prioritize content that you want to be more associated with, that you know that corporations won't care about. This is Adpocalypse. It was essentially ad scarcity. Too many people making too much content, not enough ads to go around. Therefore, this is very interesting. You still have a situation where the amount of ads being actually served on YouTube is too little for all of the videos to be monetized and actually maximized as far as their profitability. This is why I've never taken ads on my content. To be clear, I have AdSense for live chats, but I don't monetize ads on my videos. If you begin seeing ads on any of my videos, it is YouTube doing that. I'm not getting a cent for it, and it wasn't my choice, okay? Just so everyone is aware, I am never going to turn ads on, and this sort of thing is one of the reasons why. So now you're saying, for instance, YouTube, in order to have more ads for people at the top, started making it so you couldn't get in the partner program and use advertising until you had 10,000 subscribers, number one, and a certain number of monthly views, number two. So basically you had to be making content that was reasonably worth it. You had to have a reasonably large audience. 10,000 is a lot of people in order to even take ad revenue. YouTube is now saying basically fuck you to all the larger creators that do monetize by saying, hey, but sometimes there might be ads also on those smaller channels that aren't even eligible to share in the revenue. Essentially, YouTube wants to be able to put ads on content and not even pay people. What a goddamn slap in the face both to the smaller creators ineligible for the partner program and the larger creators who actually live based on ad revenue. Now, at this point, if you're a creator of any size, if you've got 50,000, 100,000 subscribers and you're expecting to make some sort of living off of ad revenue, my friend, you are insane. You'd be better off becoming a streamer and taking super chats, or using DLive or any of a million other programs, or selling merch, or doing something else on the side. Like, you know, what I do is I write books and I get to promote them for free on YouTube. It sort of works. But if I were ad-based, I'd be fucked. I'd be selling half at this point. What a slap in the face to millions and millions of people. Have you ever seen, like, if you look at Team YouTube on Twitter, the number of people who have smaller channels are like, well, why can't I get ad revenue? Why do I have to wait till I have 10,000 subscribers? And by the way, by undercutting and undermining the smaller creators, you're going to have fewer larger creators over time. Now, that makes sense maybe from a fiscal perspective as far as ad revenue, but certainly as far as growing YouTube's market share doesn't help. And alienating all those larger creators who you have already limited in their monetization capabilities with the limited ad fracas that literally everyone that monetizes has to deal with, it seems. You're basically telling them to fuck themselves. It's basically what YouTube is saying. Now's a good time to respond by doing something very simple, which is using ad blocking. And this, by the way, I'm not a hypocrite. This is another reason why I pledge to never take ads. The first is because I use ad blocking software. I use Adblock Plus, I use ublock Origin, I use noscript. And I haven't seen an ad on the internet except for very sporadically in like 10 years. The only time that I've seen ads is when I'm on somebody else's computer or when I'm setting up a new computer for the first time and I have to see a couple of ads while I'm going to get the ad blocking software. Literally the first thing that I do, because ads are not secure anyway. Get those three and you're never going to see an ad on any website. It's never going to exist. And by the way, it's blissful. It makes everything faster, it makes everything more secure, and you don't have to deal with being proselytized to by the Church of Latter-day Saints or something like that. The fuck would I want to do that? That's the second reason, which is that I often don't agree with the ads that would be put on the videos. I don't want somebody to get ads from some fucking church on my videos, get ads from some fucking political party I probably don't agree with. Why would I want to serve ads to those things? Probably this is for political reasons. I'll probably have like Democratic Party ads on all the smaller channels at some point. Al Gore 2024, because why the fuck not? Nobody else is worth it. You'll probably begin seeing that shit. But I use ad blocking software, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite and enable ads in my videos. But you should use it too. Especially, go ahead and turn it on for my channel or something like that. I don't want you to have to see ads. It's unnecessary. It's pointless. And anyway, if you're not seeing those ads, hopefully somebody else is getting more ad revenue down the line anyway if you're not doing anything with them. Hopefully YouTube gets the hint. It shouldn't be doing this. The idea of taking those limited ads and then putting them on smaller channels and then not even paying people for it while screwing the larger creators that do get paid for it is pretty funny. I can't see what group of people would possibly benefit from this, including YouTube itself. YouTube keeps making mistakes. Why do you think that Rumble has shot up out of nowhere? Now I've got like 2,300 subscribers in a single day on there. Why do you think BitChute is cresting and has increased its funding by 10 points over the last month? Why do you think that Odyssey even was developed in the first place? Because these sites are maneuvering into place to grab up market share and lots of money, and it's working. These three basic different models all seem to be working pretty well. They're doing what Gab and Parler do, which is exist while another site begins to alienate parts of its user base. Again, I have to reiterate this every time I criticize YouTube. I've been a YouTuber now for almost, well, technically 13 years. 12 years on this particular channel, almost, in 9 days. I like YouTube, I use it all the time. It's a great site, but you keep making dumb decisions, eventually the gig will be up. Other people will replace the site. It can go MySpace mode. Yes, believe it or not, Google, it is possible for one of the largest sites in the world to go kaput. It's happened before. You'll remember outcompeting Yahoo, not without good reason, because they made dumb investing decisions, they bought up worthless sites that tanked, and they fucked themselves in the ass. It wasn't even because Google was innovating better, it was because their main competitor that started out way ahead of them imploded. That's about all. Peace out.